Welcome back, everybody. Coming to you from a little different spot than normal. I've been here before, but I wanted to make a newer video, and I wanted to show you the size of this thing, but the gates are locked, so we can't get in. Well, I can't drive the Spider in. But these are the one chainlet, whatever you want to call it, that held this bucket on. And, you know, it's really cool to see, you know, where the metal moved on it, and it pushed the metal. Just from years and years of being drug across the ground. And this bucket is absolutely humongous. And what they used it for was for strip mining. They strip mined all the land around here. I do believe for coal. And it's all reclaimed right now, and it's absolutely gorgeous. You know, it's for camping and hiking and So welcome back, everybody. I grabbed for fifth gear and completely missed it. It's amazing how often I do that, especially this time of year when I'm switching from wearing my boots to a more of like a hiker type shoe. So there's a little bit more give in these, and I just don't quite get it in a gear. Let the clutch out, and I'm still in the same gear. It's quite unique. I don't know if anybody else has that issue or not. So I just got done walking around the big Muskie. It was for strip mining coal in this area, and since then they've reclaimed all of this land, and it's just absolutely wonderful to ride through. I came in on State Route 78, and I'm heading back on State Route 83, and I've never been on this part of 83, but this should take me up into Coshocton County. Fix my GPS here really quick. And I've been on 83, but I've never been on this part of it down through here. The last time I came and took a look at the bucket, I wanted to take this route home, and it was closed. But it is a wonderful April 14th. I'm finally able to get out here and enjoy this warm weather. A lot of us thought that spring would never ever show up in Ohio. And everything is locked down solid. When we went to look at the big Muskie, it was locked down. You couldn't get your car in there. You could walk around the gate, of course. So I wonder if it's seasonal. Now look, the road. I love roads like this. You know, it's not 90-degree turns, it's just nice sweeping turns. This one will probably be on the sharper side. And we're supposed to get rain today, so I was very fortunate to be able to get out early. I left the house about 9:30, and who knows what time it is now. Woo. come over that hill and couldn't see anything. So with the winter dragging on so long in Ohio, and I mean, it's been absolutely horrendous. Anybody in this part of the country can tell you it's not letting go. And in fact, today is Saturday. They are calling for snow Monday. There's a campground and it's open. Huh. So, you know, it's just, we are well into April, and by April, you know, I've had a good ride, and I've gone somewhere for the weekend, or, you know, I at least have the next couple months planned out, and I haven't been able to do any of that. So with it just being absolutely horrendous out, and I haven't been able to ride much, that means I haven't been able to do a lot of videos how I've wanted to do them. So I've got my one group ride in so far. This is my first destination ride, and it's just a few hours, to be honest with you. It's not halfway across the state. You know, so I'm starting to feel a little bit better that, you know, yes, spring will show up, and I will be able to get some rides in. I want to do, I definitely want to do some group rides. When I was in the shop, there was a whole bunch of us that had motorcycles, and, you know, since the shop, some have gotten married and had kids, so the motorcycles have kind of gone to the wayside. But I still have a couple buddies with bikes. I want to hook up with them this year. I'm meeting a lot of awesome people on YouTube, and hopefully we can do more group rides, more spiders. And I'm not a type of person that plans too far ahead or looks at events that are out there, but, you know, I need to start looking at events. I guess there's a big spider event for Southeast Ohio put on by a sponsor on Spider Lovers, so I need to check into that. You get so used to riding by yourself that sometimes you forget there's a huge community out there. And, you know, I used to ride with my wife all the time. You know, and she's just not wanting to go on as many rides, or just not wanting to go on rides, period. So, you know, the last 2 years I've really enjoyed the time that I've spent on my Spider and out here exploring Ohio, West Virginia, and Kentucky. So I need to get in my mind that there's a lot of people out there, a great community, a lot of people on spiders, a lot of people on two wheels, and see if I can't start riding with a group of people on some of these rides I do. Also this spring I want to try to become I want to get videos out more regularly. That's a very hard word for me to say. I do have a video, and only me. I don't know who else this would happen to. When the output shaft pulley spun on this and they had to put a new transmission in it, I had to rent a trailer, and the trailer was about 2 inches too short for this Spider. So I had to take the rear reflector off that rear fender. And in the meantime, I lost the bolt that held it on.
or it's more like a screw than a bolt. So it's no big deal, you know. I went to Menards, I picked up a bolt, screw, put it back on. No big deal. Well, I came out from work one day and the screw is still there, but the reflector cover was gone. So I don't know if the plastic broke and it just kind of came off, or woo, that was some gravel right there, or if someone wanted it a little bit more than I did. I'm assuming that something happened to the lens housing and it broke and came off. So I purchased the new one from my dealership and it's sitting there. Definitely going to make a video on installing that. I've done a quick look at it, and I don't know if it's the right one or not. The pigtail seems a little too short, but you know, I haven't unbolted anything yet, so we'll see. And like I said, I'm on State Route 83 and I'm heading north off of 78. And I have never ever been on this section, and I'm not quite sure where it's gonna take me. But I am heading home now, because when I left, the rain was just a couple hours away, and it's taken me a while to get out here. But in the meantime, I've been able to lose the jacket. Man, there are tons of cars parked out here. I don't know if they come out here and do a little hunting or walking or what they're doing. But I am very relieved. This is very good for the soul to be able to get out and ride and not be plugged in and not be cold. I've had 3 days of decent weather. And yesterday, I'm sorry, Thursday coming home, I was actually hot. I was hot. I don't remember the last time I took a ride and was hot. So phenomenal that, you know, we're actually getting a little change in this weather. And I don't know if you can pick it up, but all the small little brush is starting to bud. But I think this is a good spot to leave. This is a beautiful road. Once again, another great ride. Highly recommend you guys that are in the area to take it. Route 78 is Ohio Byway. The Big Muskie is absolutely amazing. Anybody, you know, I'm a gearhead, so I love that kind of stuff, but anybody into history, or, you know, it has to, it's just an amazing sight how heavy that bucket is and what it's done to those chains and just the enormous size of everything. So on that, I'm gonna let everybody go. I want to thank everybody for watching and hanging in there in the downtime of the cold north. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Definitely hit that subscribe button. I want to thank everybody for watching, and definitely stay safe out there, and I'll see you in a couple days.